Alrighty, I think we're online here. Let me just check the audio to make sure everything's working. I have to check the other computer. Let me check it out. Sounds like it is. Testing, testing, testing. Okay, let me turn down the music just a little bit. Alright, great. Okay, so how y'all doing today? I'm assuming everything's good. Oh, what just happened? What was that? I don't know what that was. That was weird. Alright, anyway, so we're going to talk about AMD and NVIDIA. So today is a migraine day. I had a migraine earlier. I took medicine. I'm feeling a little better now. But my brain's, you know. So I might be a little incoherent at times, so forgive me. Alright, so I just wanted to talk about NVIDIA, about GPUs. You know, of course, the Radeon 9070 series just released. And of course, the NVIDIA 5070 released. But I want to focus on the 9070 right now because there's been a lot of talk about, like, a very large supply of stock. And even though I've been hearing that for like over a month now, I really haven't gotten proof of that. Right? I've only heard people say that they heard it from people who told them that. Right? And then there's of course things online. If you go on you know, I don't know if my YouTube's going to show good stuff here or not, so forgive me. So if you kind of if I go online here, again, I can't help what's coming up here. It just recommends junk that I don't want half the time. So if we go to 9070, you know, you'll see plenty of videos about it, right? Even my live stream. Of course, you know, they're praising the 9070 XT, but then they're saying the 9070 is not a great value. Right, the same typical talking points. Oh, what happened? My camera is not... I forgot to put my camera back. There I am. Okay, hi everybody, I'm back. Alright, so... yeah, it's kind of... yeah, I probably can't find my old comments, but people were saying like Micro Center had like... one Micro Center that they were at had like 580 units of a 9070 series. Like, that's not true. There's no way that one Micro Center is going to carry 580 9070s. Okay, that's just not going to happen. I mean, I've been shopping at Micro Center forever, and they've never had really that much stock of anything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sure, there might be like something small, right? Like a little tiny items that they have 580 pieces of, but we're talking about graphics cards that they probably pay, I don't know how much, but let's just say if they buy in bulk, they're paying $450. I don't really know what the markup is, but let's just say for the 9070 they're paying $450. So, you know, 500 and not that they can't afford it. Certainly Micro Center can afford it, right? But if you say 580 times 450, That's $261,000 that they got to put out, right? So now I have no problems with thinking that they're going to buy extra if they're available, so that when the tariffs come, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be able to have some stuff in stock without charging people an exorbitant amount of money. But again, you're talking about 580 in one store. That's just not going to happen, I don't think. But that's my opinion. So here's the 9070 XT. Here are the prices that AMD is saying that they're supposed to be sold at. Right, the AS Rock is supposed to be 600 for the XT. The 9070 here, Power Color 550, 970 599. I mean, this is all nice and dandy. Power Color 599, 9070 550. Now here it says the 9070 XT Mercury White Overclock Triple Fan 16 gig DDR6 PCI 5 is going to be $819. Wow. That is quite a markup from $599, don't you think? That's $219 more. So who cares if that's overclocked? The base version is 970, and you're going to tell me that just because you overclock it, and then maybe it's as fast as a 5070 Ti, and I don't know if this one is, that's worth $219 markup? Whoa. I mean, everybody was complaining about NVIDIA. Okay, we're talking about $219. Okay? That's like, what, 25% markup? More than that. 246. That's a 30% markup. Yeeks. Yeah, see, you ain't getting nothing cheap. Anyway, let's look at Micro Center here. Well, this is Micro Center. I'm on Micro Center, sorry. I thought this was the AMD site, but whatever. Regardless, Micro Center's pretty honest, you know, so this is what they have advertised. Okay? But let's look at the stock right now. Okay, we're looking at the stock. Where's computer parts? Electronics, here we go. Monitors, cell phones. What am I doing wrong here? I told you my brain's broke right now, so forgive me. PC parts. Here we go, graphics cards. Whew. AMD 9000 series. Okay, again, I'm not focusing on the NVIDIA right now, because that really doesn't matter. Come on, what's going on here? Huh. Alright, let's try RX 9000. I'm not sure what's going on here with the site. Okay, so we're gonna we're not gonna include out of stock, okay? We're not gonna worry about the reviews right now, although there's some negative reviews already. And they already got open box. Let's do 96. Okay, so it says 31 items in stock right now, okay? Although it says sold out, that's what I don't understand. So we want in stock only, but they don't have a checkoff for that. So we want just graphics cards too, because they have some in computers. Okay? Let's see, do they have in stock? Doesn't say in stock only or whatever. See, I said AMD and it's still showing NVIDIA. New, let's do new. Okay, so here we go, 24 products found. So this RX 9070 is sold out. Okay, so it doesn't look like we can do any kind of more cutting down here. So let's do lowest to highest, okay? See, they're showing like the RX 580, like why? See, this is the problem. We just want, okay, now it's showing only 3. Isn't that funny? So there's only 2 in stock at the North Jersey store, okay? And they're both over $600. In fact, this is a 9070, an XFX Radeon 9070 for $629. In fact, that's all that's left. $650. So we're already $100 over the suggested price. So let's go to another store here. Let's go to St. David's in Pennsylvania. Okay. And of course we have to do this again. I don't know why. They don't have any 9000 series available. They're sold out. They have these like pro versions, but they're expensive. So all they got is 7800 XTs, 7600 XTs, pro versions. So St. David's doesn't have any left over. Okay? So like I said, don't believe anything. They're lying to you online that there was a whole bunch of stock. Because there's no way that there's 500 like people gonna wait at Micro Center for an AMD GPU. There's just no way that you're gonna have lines wrapped around the store. I don't believe that at all. That's a lie. So if we go to like these New York ones here, which are closest to me, besides St. David's, they have 9. So they say. So this Westbury store in New York has a 9070 for 550, 9070 for 550, 9070 for 619, 9070 for 630, 9070 for 650, 9070 for $710, a 9070 XT for 750, a 9070 XT for 790, and a 9070 XT for $849. Woohoo! 8 of these in stock. See, 14 of these in stock at $790, and 8 of these in stock for $850. $250 over the suggested price. Ouch. $180 over the suggested price. $150 over the suggested price for the 9070 XT. So this is BS, man. That's why I didn't believe anything they were saying online. I knew that they weren't going to be selling for $699. $250 over. All right, let's go to another store. This is Westbury. Now the ones that are in New York City are not going to have any. I know that, but whatever. We'll check Brooklyn. They have 3 in Brooklyn. A 9070 for 619, a 9070 for 649, and a 9070 for 709. So a 9070 for $159 over manufacturer suggested price. No 9070 XTs in stock. So bull crap. Lies. And trust me, when people say, well, they sold well because they sold out. No, they didn't. They sold out because they didn't have any stock either. And if you say that, well, they had 20 in stock, well, that's not a lot. Or 50 even's not a lot. You know what I'm saying? If they had 50 5070s TIs in stock, they would have sold out right away. So it's AMD's not doing anything different. Right? People are waiting for the NVIDIA cards to become available. Trust me. And I'm going to talk about NVIDIA in a second. Okay? So here they got 5 in stock in the Flushing store. Again, 9070 for 620. 100, you know, whatever it is, $70 over. 9070 for 650. $100 over. 9070 for 710. Jesus. Almost $200 over. 9070 XT for 750, one in stock. So here's $150 over. 24 power color Radeon 9070 XTs, 24 in stock at $790. Woo! $190 over suggested price. Haha, AMD lies. What store were you at, Tatutuna, and do you have any proof of what you're saying? Did you take pictures? Like most people, I think, would take pictures with their phone. I know I would have. Whether I was buying AMD or NVIDIA, I would have took a picture if I saw the line wrapped around. Where are the pictures? I'm not saying you're lying, right? But was there 450 people waiting in line? I mean, come on. I doubt it. And a lot of those people, I can tell you, half of them, if they were 400 people in line, they were scalpers. Right? Did you talk to the people? You know what I mean? A lot of those guys are going to resell this stuff online. I guarantee you. You know what I'm saying? And were those people already AMD customers? Or were they NVIDIA customers going to AMD? Right? Because I'm an NVIDIA guy. And I would have bought a RX 9070 XT if it was 500 bucks. Right? Because that's the only way that I was going to be like wooed over, so to speak, right? Yeah, most for buying the resell on eBay. Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you for being honest about that. um, Appreciate that. I give you a like for that. Yeah, so I would have bought a 9070 XT if it was 500 bucks. Now you might say, well, that's kind of cheap. Well, yes, but if you look at the performance based on everybody that did testing, because some people, for some reason, their testing came out like, I don't know, like the 9070 XT was like doing really, really good, like almost 5070 Ti performance. And then in some reviews that I saw, the 9070 XT didn't really like come close to it. in most of the games. You know, it was like 10% slower. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of weird. Like a lot of the reviews were different, so it's kind of hard to make a decision. But let's just say the 9070 XT was, you know, a 7900 XT performance. Okay? Or even if it was between a 7900 XT and an XTX, I figured, well, if the 7900 XT was selling for like say 750, right, when they were trying to blow out of the stock, then I figured AMD would be able to drop the price because it's pretty much the same. Uh, they can make their cards a lot cheaper than NVIDIA, okay? Traditionally, anyway. So I was thinking if they really put the base card out, like the base model of the 9070 XT for 500 and the 9070 for 400, then boom, they got me, right? Because they finally are pushing lower prices, right? But what AMD is doing right now is they're not really pushing lower prices, right? And you can see that now. The proof is in the pudding. Like looking at how things are rolling out now, like everything all sounded good, you know, months and weeks before, but we're seeing what's happening now, right? Yeah, the non-XT is not worth 700 for sure. I think it was. I think it should have been no more than 450 in my opinion. Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. Well, like I said, I'm not bashing AMD or anything. Like I'm happy that they are finally getting closer with ray tracing. They're finally getting closer with their FSR. But you have to understand that somebody like me who's been buying NVIDIA for a while now, I really like the RTX features. So, but the past several years, AMD and then AMD fan people were like bashing DLSS and ray tracing like over and over and over and over again. They were like downplaying it all the time. But now it's like everybody's saying, "Oh, AMD can do ray tracing pretty good now," and "Oh, FSR 4." And it's like, "Well, I don't care. Like you guys have been telling me that I was dumb for liking that stuff for years now." So this is the thing with the NVIDIA customers, right? We feel, and I speak for whoever feels like me. I can't speak for everyone. But I've been seeing this marketing for years now, and it hasn't been helping me like AMD more, right? Like I don't care what they've been doing if they were doing stuff good. They were attacking me when they were attacking me buying NVIDIA and then making fun of everything. You see what I'm saying? I still have my 4090 now, and people were like, you know, ripping on people for buying the 4090. Oh, don't buy that thing, it's too expensive. Well, I don't know. I'm glad I have it now because I don't have to upgrade. I don't have to worry about none of this drama. Hey, Sanso, how you doing? Good to stop by. Yeah, so yeah, the AIBs are just, I don't know, it's too expensive. $250 over. Eeks. Let's check some stores away from me. Let's see. Let's check another state that has more than one because that's probably going to have more stock. So let's try Rockville, Maryland. And then I'm going to move on to the other subjects. Okay? Um, real quick because I don't want to make this super long. So that Rockville has 4 in stock. Wow, so all they got is 9070s. And the most expensive one is you know, $160 over. All right, let's try to go to another one to see if we have any 9070 XTs in stock here. How about Parkville? They probably won't have any either. That's a populated area. They got 4. And that will be a 9070 as well. Um, Let's try like a more obscure area. Let's try Fairfax, Virginia. They only got one, so they probably won't even have any. They got two. 9070s, that's it. How about Marietta, Georgia? I don't even know where that is. I heard of it, but I don't know where it is. They got five, so they might have an XT. Nope. So they have two 9070s in stock here, two 9070s in stock here, 21 in stock at 620 bucks. See, so they have a lot in stock for the more expensive ones, but I guess that's because they probably sold out, right? I guess. Yeah, so these are too expensive, 620, 630. I would not pay 630 for a 9070, and I definitely wouldn't pay a 710. AMD's going to have to give some rebates if the tariffs do affect the pricing. They're going to have to give more rebates to lower the price. How about Mayfield, Sharonville, Ohio? They have 11. Here we go. Let's see if they got a 9070. Yeah. They got one 9070 in stock for 750, one 9070 for 780, one 97 for 800, and one 97 for 850. Yikes. Yeah. They do have 13 in stock of this power color for 550 for a 9070. But I just won't buy it. I mean, I won't buy it. Even if I wanted to buy one, I wouldn't buy a 9070 for 550. I just wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I just think the 9070 should be $100 cheaper. Minimum. I think 400 would have been a better price for it. Anyway, Best Buy, let's refresh here because I put this up like way earlier. It looks like they only have PCs available. Yeah. So they have a PC for $2129 or $2130. It's got a 9800 X3D, 32 gigs of memory, 2 terabyte SSD, and a 9070 XT. That's not a bad price, actually. Here's one that's even cheaper. It's only got a 9900X. It's 2070. So if you needed a new PC, you know, you could get one this way. Here you got a 9700X with 32 gigs of RAM, 9070 XT with a 2 terabyte drive for 1900. And then here you got a Core Ultra 285. A little more expensive though. That's too much money. I don't know what Intel is thinking. They can't charge premium price for their Core Ultra 9. I was really like had to skimp for money. This one's not a bad deal. This one's not a bad deal either. I would get this one here. The 9800X 3D one here. You know, it's not bad. If you needed a new PC. Pretty good price. Amazon, yay. This ought to be fun. Okay, so some of this stuff is really dumb. Like, I mean, look at, they got a 9070 OC for $1,650. Only one left in stock. Order soon. And that's something. That's ridiculous, right? Crazy. RX 9070 for $853. That is dumb. An RX 9070 for $669. Let's see if we can just get 9070 XT, because I don't think anybody wants a 9070. People should not be buying a 9070 at all, in my opinion. They don't even have it listed. Yeah, they don't even have it. Like, I don't know. It's not showing up here at all. A 7600 XT for $370. That's too much money. So if we go to Amazon bestsellers, AMD is featured. Here it is. Whoa, what the heck? Power Color Hellhound AMD Radeon 9070 XT, but they don't tell you the price. Now I don't know how this works here, how to do this. If you click on this, what happens? Does it tell you how many were sold? It's currently unavailable. It's in the #1 bestseller in computer internal parts. It says number of items 1. So does that mean only 1 sold? That can't be right. That doesn't make any sense. Let's try this one here. New releases. Alright, new releases and computer components. So we have the 9070 XT. We have 9070 XT is in #2 here, sold for $769. There's one offer from $770. 9070 XT OC for $819. That's a lot of money. 9070 XT offer $1,345. Yikes. See, here's the thing. So what you have to do when you look at these best sellers, right? Like if we go to say #2, forget about this Power Color. If we go to this Quicksilver here, right? We open it up. Currently unavailable. How can it be a bestseller when it's unavailable? See, this is what I don't like. This one here, let's open up this one. Now this one is available, I guess, for $819. But see, this is the thing that I don't trust about any of this, is there's no reviews. Right? There's no reviews. That's a shame. Oh, okay. So if we go to XFX, so let's go to XFX, but they don't even have any. See? It's not even listed. All they got is the, okay, here we go. Wow. Okay, this is through the XFX store. $1,895? $2,024? That's got to be a placeholder, right? Let's see options here. What are the options? It's not showing a price. Yeah, that's just insane. So you might as well say they're not available. They just put them in the. I think they just put them on the page just to show that they're whatever. All right, so fine. So XFX is the only one, only store here. Here we go, Gigabyte. Let's try Gigabyte. But see, one offer from 1345. So they're all doing the same thing. So let's go to this one here. This one's 800. No, that's a 9070. We don't want that. Yeah, see, it's like if we go to Gigabyte store, let's go to the Gigabyte store. Let's go to 9070 XT. They don't have any. None available. Let's go to Asus. Come on. Um, graphics cards. AMD graphics cards. Okay, here you go. I don't know if you can like 9070 XT, $1,795. 9070 OC, $795. So I'm not sure what they're doing here. So it says get it by March 14th. Okay, so these must be placeholders. Okay, so, but this is a 9070. Nobody wants that. Yeah, so you might as well just say they don't have any, because that's the only thing I can see here. I mean, they're just showing it because they have to show something to keep people interested, right? Oh, sold by Amazon? I don't know. This is the store, right? I thought it was supposed to be the official store. All right, let's do this then. I'll go to Amazon, right? And I'll type in 9070 XT, and then I'll do I don't know, AMD or no. See, they only got like Asus and XFX here showing, which is weird, right? Like they're the only two that are selling them. Um, let's sort. Where's the new? Let's try new. Yeah, see, same thing. 9070 XT, 1895. I mean, if you give me a link to where the one that you saw, I mean, okay. Well, anyway, I think we've seen enough. I mean, you might as well say that it's. I mean, it's nearly impossible to get it, the 9070 XT for cheap. So, I mean, I could go to Newegg or whatever, but they're gonna say too that they have stuff, and then when you go to order it, it's not gonna be there. I mean, I've been through this myself, in the past. So it's bullcrap. So if we put sold by, even if you say sold by Newegg, they're not gonna have it, right? So let's do, I don't know, lowest to highest. So 9070 XT for 6 out of stock. 9070 XT for 6 out of stock. 9070 XT for 730 out of stock. 730 out of stock. 760 out of stock. And that's it. End of page. They're out of stock. You can't get it. Now, if trust me, if they had a ton of stock, Right, exactly. I know, but that's what I'm saying. They're out of stock, so that's just as bad, as paying a high price because you can't get it. Right, I'm not. I get what you're saying. I agree. Yeah, definitely. But you're just not going to get it. I mean, it's like just there. If there was a ton of stock, like everybody was hyping everybody up for, then you'd be able to buy it. You know what I'm saying? You'd be able to get it somewhere. Now you can get it at some micro centers, if you live near one. Okay, so here's the other thing I wanted to show you, which contradicts the narrative. Okay, and this is all I'm saying. I'm not saying that I don't know how much stock was out there. All I know is that we can't get what we want if we wanted it. Like if I wanted the 9070 XT, I pretty much can't get one at the manufacturer's suggested price, which is the only price I want to pay. If I was to buy one, I don't want to pay more than 600. Okay. So, I saw this on Gamers Nexus. Okay, so support Gamers Nexus. They put out this. They did this survey, and I could have done one on X2. I was thinking about doing it, but whatever. I'm gonna do one on X later. But if you look at this poll, it says here if you wanted to get an AMD RX 9070 XT or RX 9070 today, were you able to get one? There's not a great way to add more complexity to the polls on YouTube. So if you answer yes, let us know what you ended up paying in the comments. So here was the questions. No, I tried to get one but wasn't able to get one. 19%. Yes, I was able to get one. 10%. Now here's the kicker. Now I thought I took a picture of the whole thing. There were 72,000 people that took this poll. 72% said I was not trying to buy one, I'm not interested. Right? And at the time that I did this was like, it's 11:55 now. So I was looking at this about 8:30 in the morning. So like 4 hours ago. 72% said that they don't even care about it. You see? Now this was just Gamers Nexus poll. So this would be people that are subscribed to their channel. But this said 72,000 at the bottom. Now if we can go on YouTube, right, and go to the poll. I don't know if I can find the poll again. I think it was in my feed here somewhere. But I don't know if it came up here or not. It usually comes up in the home thing, but I already looked at it, so YouTube usually doesn't suggest it twice once you already click on it. And forgive me for anything you see here. I don't watch half this stuff. They just suggest things. If I just go to like one site to look at something, they'll suggest it forever. So if we go to Gamers Nexus, we can look at the poll. Again, support them. Now they should have a community section here, right? Post. Yeah, here we go. So is the poll over? Yeah, the poll's over. Okay, so the poll is over. Sorry about the bright screen. So it didn't change much. 88,000 votes. I don't know if you can see that here. Out of 88,000 votes, when I looked at it, it was 72,000. So these numbers didn't really change much. So out of 88,000 votes, oops, oh my God. Why is it not showing the final results? It usually says final results, but I guess this is it. Show results. So still out of 88,000, 72% said I was not trying to buy one, I'm not interested. Eesh, that's not good. That doesn't fit the narrative that we've been hearing, and we still hear even now. Okay? Because you have to understand that NVIDIA holds most of the market share. So most of the people that buy GPUs buy NVIDIA. So it doesn't matter like if AMD had good sales compared to their previous sales, right? Because they're only competing with themselves in that number. What AMD had to do was grab me, right? They had to grab me. I am an NVIDIA customer, right? So it doesn't matter if like AMD fan people go out and buy AMD. I mean, that's great. If they want to do that, whatever. It's free. I believe in freedom, right? Free to buy what you want. But they need to get me. And they didn't do that. So even if they do gain some market share, it's only going to be a couple percent at most. You know what I'm saying? That's it. A couple percent at most. I mean, look at this. No, I tried, but was not able to get one. So out of the people that tried, only 19% of 88,000 were trying to do that, right? So even if you combined 19% plus 10%, I mean, I could have done that in my head, but I'm just showing it online here. You could say that, so if you go, say, 0.29 times so the only people interested in the cards was 25,500 out of 88,000. Now you could say, well, that's still 29%. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know, is a good number for AMD, I think. But the problem is that when you say, no, I tried, but I was not able to get one, what does that mean? Does that mean you were trying to get one at the suggested retail price? Or that you tried to get one, but none were available by the time you got there? Hey, Sodium Content. How's it going? What's up? Sorry I didn't say hi. Yeah, so if you want to see what I was saying before this, just go back. But anyway, this tells you all right here. And this is just one poll. And that's not good for AMD. For 72% of 88,000 to say I'm not interested. And I can tell you that they're waiting for NVIDIA. And I'm gonna tell you right now one reason why NVIDIA owners should wait. Now, it's if we say shop now on the NVIDIA site, okay, I'm going to do this really quickly because I want to get to my point. What is this? They don't even have any listed. What's going on here? Products. GeForce graphics cards. RTX 50. See all buying options, okay? All right, so here we go. So let's say that we want a 5070 Ti. And we go on the store here, okay? Now, again, just because it's listed on the store here doesn't mean it's available. So let's say here we tried to buy a 5070 Ti. It even says save 120 bucks. So they already got the 5070 Ti here discounted from $869 to $749. So what does that tell you? Right off the bat. Does that tell you that they're not selling and that's why they reduced the price? Or that NVIDIA already might be sending some signals to their AIB partners that we're going to give you some rebate? But I guarantee if I say buy now, it won't be available. If it is available, that would be really interesting. Okay, There you go. Micro Center. What store? Sharonville. Where's Sharonville? Ohio. And it's sold out. Right? So as soon as it sold for 750, boom, somebody bought it. You see what you see? So AMD is not really a threat. Everybody wants to make it seem like AMD is a threat, but people are waiting for the NVIDIA cards. Exactly. Yeah, of course. Hey Kenneth, what's up, man? But here's what I'm going to say, and then I'm going to wrap it up with this, okay? In the past, okay? In the past, NVIDIA released their cards, like say the 4000 series. I was able to get my 4090 for 1799. It's an OC edition, so it's not a base model. It's a good edition actually from my God, I can't think now. Can you believe that? I had a migraine today, so like I said, my brain is really farting. I'm surprised I can even like. I'm surprised I'm doing as good as I'm doing. The Zotac Gaming Amp Edition RTX 4090. That's what I have. Okay. So it's a pretty good card. And I didn't have any problems with the cord. It never gets hot. Nothing. It's perfect. My 4090 is great. I don't have to really upgrade. The only thing that I wanted to do was buy a video card for my older PC gaming computer. That's why I was interested in the 9070 XT at 500 bucks. Right? But I'm not going to buy it for above 500 bucks. I just not going to do it. So with the 4000 series, AMD brought out their cards at a pretty, I guess, okay price. The 79 XT was kind of crap. They should have priced that like $200 cheaper. They're making the same mistake now. So NVIDIA came out with the Super Series, which kind of basically shifted all the NVIDIA 4000 series up a tier for the same price. Right? So 4090 price became the 4070 price became the 4070 Super price, and the 4070 Ti Super was sold at the 4070 Ti price. Okay, you get what I'm saying, right? So what's going to happen, and I think this is going to happen sooner than later. Like, I don't think NVIDIA is going to wait like a year from now to bring out the Supers. And the reason why I say that is because NVIDIA is selling all their like 5080 and up silicon for AI. Right? They had to release something to gamers, so they brought out a few 5090s, and then they also put out a few 5080s, and they put out a few 5070 Ti's for their gamers to just have something to see and have something to go out and buy if you were lucky. Okay? My prediction is that NVIDIA is going to have a lot of stock in their Super Series. Because the AI stuff, they're going to be going through all that, right? They're going to be going through all that silicon, and they're going to be sifting out the bad stuff and selling the good stuff to the AI market. Okay? So all the defective silicon from the thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of GPUs, or whatever you call them, servers, that they're selling to the bigwigs, they're going to be turning those into supers. Okay? They're going to be turning all that defective AI stuff into supers. So if you don't need to buy something now, my prediction is wait 6 months or a year when the Super Series comes out. Because they're going to do that. Or they're going to tell TSMC, to start manufacturing more on a different node, right? Because they can do that. They don't need to use 4 nanometer, right? They can use their lower tier stuff on a higher, like a 5 nanometer or whatever. Like they can make a 5070 on 5 nanometer, like easily. That won't even be an issue. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what they're going to do. Because irregardless, if they can't pump out enough AI stuff to meet AI demand, then they're going to have to start manufacturing AI stuff on other nodes. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's all speculation from my part, but that's just what I think. So I would say wait. Don't rush out and get the AMD. Don't rush out and get even the NVIDIA unless you can get one at the, you know, if you can get the NVIDIA 5070 Ti or 5080 at its suggested price, then I would say jump on those because they're going to be better than the AMD ones. That's just, you know, they are. The 5070 Ti is better than the 9070 XT. The 5080 is better than whatever AMD has, okay? I understand it's more expensive, but, you know, I don't care about price per performance, in my opinion. I don't care about it. I never did. Right? I bought a 2080 Ti because it was 30% faster than the 1080 Ti. Right? I bought the 3090 because it was 35% faster than the 2080 Ti. I bought a 4090 because it was like 60% faster than a 3090, right? So I don't care about price per performance. I just want to pay, if I want to buy the highest performing product that I can buy with whatever I can afford, right? And that's what I do. Yeah, exactly. Sodium, I agree. But that's why I'm saying stuff is going to come out later. You know what I'm saying? After they start like meeting a lot of the demand of the AI market and sifting out all that bad silicon, which is what they're going to make. They're going to make the 4070, no, excuse me, the 5070 Ti Super, the 5070 Super, and the 5070. So they're going to drop, once they bring out the Supers, they're going to drop the 5070 to $500 or maybe even lower. So you're going to be able to get a 5070 later for cheaper than 550. That's just, again, my prediction. I don't have any like crystal ball or any inside information. I'm just going by what I've seen so far over the past 8 years when it came to the crypto bubble, the AI bubble, and the crypto bubble again, and the scalper situations, which have been getting worse over the years. Okay, so this is just all my thoughts. Okay, so tell me what you think in the comments. Whoever's looking at this later, thank you guys for commenting now. Kenneth, Sodium, Sanso, the Sanso Sigmar, Mr. Torres Ortiz. Jomet Torres Ortiz, if I said that correctly. I think that they'll have, yeah, I think by like Black Friday, I think the 9000 series will probably have a lot of stock by then. But there's a caveat to that because, see, here's what everybody's focusing on. Everybody's focusing on NVIDIA supplying the AI market. But AMD also supplies the AI market. And Intel also supplies the AI market. But nobody ever talks about that, right? So don't think for a minute that AMD is not using a lot of these GPUs that they produced to supply the AI market. Okay? So don't think that AMD is like some angel here. They're supplying the AI market as well. Because people want what they want. They want it now. Like they can't wait, you know, for everything, for NVIDIA to like be able to supply everything. But that's why NVIDIA is like supplying very little to the gaming market right now because they want to fulfill all their orders with the AI market. Because once they do that, then they can say, they can release the horses through the gate. You see what I'm saying? Hey, good vibes, what's up? I like VR too. I don't get to play it as much these days, but my kids are playing the MetaQuest 3. I have the Vive Pro. Exactly. Yeah, that's right, Sodium. So we have see the AI market right now is eating up everything. Okay, so once the AI market gets its fill, so to speak, then gamers will get supplied. Okay, and I don't think that that's going to happen until at least 6 months from now to around Christmas or Black Market time. Okay, or maybe after the summer. Okay, definitely the fall. I think in the fall things will get better. That's why I would just wait. Like everybody's rushing out to get a 9070 XT now. I would say just wait on that too, because AMD is going to drop their prices like they always do. Okay, and they know, AMD knows for a fact that people are not going to buy a 9070 XT for $850. Like normal AMD customers just don't do that. Right? Most AMD customers want to buy the AMD GPUs at their suggested retail price. Yeah, I think the 9070 XT is too much. $600 is too much. It should be like 500, but that's my opinion. How long do you think it will take the 9070 and XT to come back? Do you think it will release a 9080? I don't know, man. They could release a 9080 if they wanted to, but they probably are using any of those higher end GPUs for AI. So I don't think we're going to get one anytime soon. Well, Trump, if you're worried about the tariffs, Trump said 10% tariffs for China. So I mean that's only 10%. So I mean the 9070 XT is $600, so $60. So with the tariffs it'll be $660. Like everybody's like pulling their hair out because of that. It's not really that much. The AIB partners just use that as an excuse to charge you way more money, and that's wrong. Okay, Trump is not the problem. The AIB partners are the problem. Okay, the tariffs aren't the problem. But yeah, you could probably say that the 9070 XT should be no more than $660. Okay. It's okay, Ortiz. What kind of GPU do you have now? Out of curiosity, like all you guys, what kind of GPUs do you have now that you would uh, and what would you upgrade to if you could? Like if you had the money to spend, forget about a 5090 though. Let's just say within reason. Out of the 5070 Ti or 5080 or 9070 XT. Well, you're better off waiting until Christmas, Ortiz, because you're going to get a lot of the sales. You have a 7900 GRE? Well, that's a pretty good GPU, right? Isn't that like 7900 XT performance? I mean, you could sell it. Sell the 7900 GRE for like, I don't know, $500, or maybe 475. You're going to lose some money, but at least you'll get a lot of it back. And then you'll be able to go out and buy a 9070 XT. But, I mean, the 7900 GRE, I mean, it should be fine for you, unless you want to play everything at like 4K Ultra. You know what I mean? At high FPS. You know, but that's a great 1440p card, I think. 3080 10 gig. Sodium says RTX 3080 10 gig that I got the week it released back in 2020. Okay. Well, at least you got it for the price that it was supposed to be, right? Wow, you sold your 3080 for 450? Good job. It's selling on eBay for 750? Well, I don't know. I wouldn't buy one for 750, but maybe you can try to sell it. The 12 volt, the 12 volt problem. I think people are overhyping the 12 volt issue. It would only be an issue on the 5090. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be an issue on the 5080 or 5070 Ti or 5070. I mean, if I were you though, I would get the 5070 Ti if you can get it for 750. That's going to be better than a 9070 XT. Or try to find like an old, if you can get a 4070 Ti, that's a good card. Or like I was stating earlier in the video, if you can buy a PC, like I think it was showing here, where was it? Here we go, shop now. Oh, these are workstations. I don't know why they keep showing workstations. Let's do RTX desktops and see what they got. Okay. Alright, I got an idea. Let's go to Dell. Let's go to Dell. I mean, I know how people feel about Dell. I bought an Alienware. It wasn't that bad. But they do put in skimpy stuff in there, which is not very good. But let's see what they got here. If they have any they're still selling 4090s. Wow. Let's actually see if we can get a 4090 in here. I know I'm getting off track now. Okay, they don't have any 4090s, I don't think. Well, they always skimp out on the storage. 1000, like 1 terabyte. Give me a break. Memory 32, and all they got is Intel. Let's do Intel Core Ultra 7. Okay, that's not going to work. Let's do a Core Ultra 9. So 5080. So you can get a Aura gaming desktop for $28.99 with an RTX 5080 in it. Wow. It's kind of expensive. And see, they always give you the non-K version of the processor, which would probably be fine. But it doesn't have the onboard video. So if we went 2 terabytes, they're going to charge us an extra 100. But you can get discounts. If you look online, you can get discounts. Like for instance, if you go to like Bing. I gotta be signed in. Crap. So if you go to Bing used to have coupons up here. Where is it? I don't know why it's not doing it now. They used to have the coupon thing up here. That's kind of expensive. Let's go to Micro Center. Micro Center had one, actually had a, I showed you earlier. If I go to one of my stores, why do I gotta sign in again? Oh, because I'm on a different browser. Let's go to 9070 XT. Oh, I gotta start over. 9070 XT. So here they got a pretty decent system here. It says 6 in stock in the, oh, let me go to my store. Go to my store as if I'm buying it. Okay. So St. David's. They're sold out. Wow. Okay. That's a surprise. Okay, so North Jersey. Alright, so they're going fast. There was some available earlier. So they have 3 in stock here in North Jersey for 2,400. And if you can see here, so if you need a new PC, you might be able to go on like a PC, a place where you can put a PC together, like CyberPower or one of those things, and actually build a PC if you need a new PC, and you're guaranteed to get one of these cards that way. Okay, because CyberPower buys a whole bunch of 9070 XTs up front to build PCs, right? And so does Dell. That's how I got my 3090. I didn't have to pay scalper prices when they were selling for $2,500, $3,000. I just went and bought an Alienware, right? And I got my 3090 that way. So this isn't a bad price here, 2,400. I mean, it's not great. It's still a little high, I think, but you get a 9800 X3D, a 9070 XT, 2 terabyte drive, 32 gigs of DDR5, Windows 10, Windows 11 Pro, right? So, you know, it's not really that bad. They're selling out quick because the one St. David's had some earlier. So, yeah. This is what you got to do if you want the card. If you want any card. Let me see if they got a 5080 PC in stock. Yeah, see the 5080. Let's see what they got if it's sold out. Sold out. Let's see if they got one in St. David's. Sold out. Wow. Yeah, see, this is a 5080 computer for 3,200. It's not a bad price. You know, it's a little on the high side, but this, you know, when you have new stuff, it's always going to be more expensive right out of the gate. So, but you know, people are sucking these things up because they want the card. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if they have a 5070 PC. 5070 Ti, I mean. Sold out, sold out. The 5070 Ti is sold out. This one, you got 2 games with it too. Wow. So that's a good deal, 2,400. So that's 2,500. That's pretty good. Let's see if they have any in North Jersey. Doubtful. The 5080s are going to be sold out. Yeah, sold out. Nothing. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's... Again, though, if you go to, like, CyberPower... And this, I'll end off on this because I'm getting tired of talking. If you... So if you go to CyberPower... Okay, why are they not showing their PCs here? They're only showing server crap. Yeah, RTX 5060, I don't know. It's going to be too expensive, in my opinion. I mean, think about it. They're selling the 5070 for $550. So, I mean, who wants to buy a 5060 for 300 bucks? I don't. You know what I mean? The 5060 would have to be like, I don't know, man, like 250 max, and not with 8 gigs of RAM. You know what I'm saying? I just won't buy it for, I won't buy 8 gigs anymore. Yeah, the CPU is good to, it's good to buy a nice high-end CPU, for sure. Here, I buy power, that's what I was thinking of. Alright, so let's build a quick gaming PC real quick. Let's see what they got here. They have a 9070 XT, they got a 5080, they got a 4070 Ti, that's funny. They have a 5070 Ti, huh. Let's check out this 9070 PC for $2249. That's pretty good price. Wow, 64 gigs of RAM? That's pretty impressive. 3-year warranty, not bad. 9800 X3D, well, that's not a bad deal. Let's add it to the cart and see if it really is this stuff. Look at this. Certain NVIDIA RTX cards and AMD RX series cards are required to be shipped separate and uninstalled due to the high potential for damage during transit. That's interesting. So you got to put it in yourself. All you need is a screwdriver. Okay. So we don't want any extra junk. No thanks. Let's view cart. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to see the configuration here to make sure that we're actually getting what they said we're getting. So we have a 9800 X3D, 32 gigs. There you go. See, they were lying up there. It's 32 gigs of DDR5, 9070 XT, 2 terabyte NVMe drive. Good. Windows 11 Home. So you can buy a PC for $2249 with a 9070 XT, but here's the problem. For only $350 more, you can rock a 5080. Oh, right, that's a big ouch to AMD. Wow. And they're lying here with the 64 gigs of RAM. Wow, I might actually look into this. Look at this. Pretty good deal. This is actually a better deal. Alright, so let's get rid of this AMD. Sorry, AMD. This is why you don't win. So, you can't really see this, can you? I'm sorry. I should have. Alright, so here you get a 14900K processor. And yes, there was some problems with them, but you can tweak it yourself to prevent any, of those issues, okay? Because I did that with my 13700K, okay? So you get a 14900K, which is a great processor, 32 gigs of RAM, and an RTX 5080. Whoa, wow. 2 terabyte hard drive again. I don't know, man. This is pretty freaking good. And you can get one paying $136 per month. Or you could do PayPal. Let's go to secure checkout. Oh, I gotta sign in. Checkout as a guest. Here we go. So let me see if I could use PayPal. Come on, I gotta do all this junk. I don't want to give away my name. Hold on, I'll be right back. Let's see what happens. I did my mobile number. What's the freaking problem? All right. So, okay, I'm back. So, well, how do you pay? We just want ground shipping, so that'll take a couple weeks probably. So let's see if we use PayPal. How that works. $29. Oh, tax. Yeah, I forgot about tax. Now, how does this work now? PayPal. I don't know if it's going to show my information. Okay. So if I go through PayPal, so I have to show it at the very bottom. If you see here at the bottom, it says I can make payments of $160 a month if I buy it through PayPal. Right, so that's not too bad. So I mean, you do have options to like get a new PC and make payments. I mean, 160 a month is still a lot of money, but you know, or you could pay with a firm here, 6 interest-free 6 payments of $500 a month. Yeah. Anyway, tax is a killer, isn't it? $185 tax. Yikes. But again, you could probably go online and look for discounts. Okay. Come on. But this is not a bad deal. Again, I would look for discounts, like find a code, a discount code. You can find them online. But I would get this over the 9070 XT, I'm sorry to say. Because for $350 more, you're going to get a whole lot more performance. You know what I'm saying? And this one actually comes with 64 gigs of DDR5. So it's a better deal. Well, of course, pay with cash, but a lot of people don't have the cash, you know what I mean? What's up, Joan? But yeah, this is not bad. So if you really need to get one, you can. I mean, you can also buy this PC, take out the 5080, put in your old graphics card, and then resell the PC for like, say, $1,500. And somebody will buy it. You know what I'm saying? You could do that too. I hear you. I agree with you, but I'm just saying some people, they don't have that much money, you know what I'm saying? $2,800 is a lot. And everybody doesn't have credit, you know, credit card. But nonetheless, if you want a 5080, you can get a 5080. This is what I said during the COVID and crypto craze last time, is that the reason why you couldn't get the cards is because NVIDIA sold a lot of the cards to these third-party PC builders. So the 3090s and the 3080 Ti's were with those PC building companies. Right? Because they're going to buy like, you know, pallets full of those things. Exactly. So anyway, that's all I have to say right now. But I would wait 6 months to a year for things to equalize and for the NVIDIA to bring out the Super Series, because you're going to get a 5070 Super for the same price as the 5070, and a 5070 Ti Super for the same price as a 5070 Ti. So you might as well just do that. Just wait. Wait until like Black Friday, Christmas deals this coming fall, I understand people want to have the FOMO, right? The FOMO. You know, get get the FOMO out of your head. you know, because this is why the scalpers do well, because people go out and buy these things when they don't need to. Now, if you do AI work and you do like a lot of video editing, sure, I can understand why somebody would want to go out and buy a 5080 or a 5090 and they have like a much weaker card. Then I get it. I totally get it. Right, exactly. Amazon Prime Day, Cyber Monday, Black Friday. But there's a lot of sales that go on, believe it or not, like in August and September, like pre-Christmas sales, because people like another, so like when Nvidia says they're bringing out the Super, they're gonna tell the retailers and the AIB partners ahead of time. So they're gonna have sales to get that older stock out, right? So they want to get rid of all that stuff before the Super comes out, because they know nobody's gonna want to buy it. Right? So they just want to get it off the shelf. So anyway, thanks guys for coming on. Wow, that's a lot of people compared to what I normally have. Love you guys. Take care. Be safe. Be wise in your shopping. Look for deals. Look for promo codes. If you just are patient when you're shopping, you're going to find that deal that you want. Because that's the only way I shop. I always bargain shop. I never buy stuff at full price. Like I thought that my 4090 was a good deal, and I was building a PC at the time, so I kind of needed one right away because I was building my new PC. But even at 1799, I think I got a good deal on my GPU, because it was an overclock card. It's a real nice looking card. It performs very well. It's well built. Like I've had the card for over 2 years now, almost 2.5 years, and it's never given me a problem so far. So, all right, I'm gonna sign off now. You guys have a great day, great weekend. Peace. Yep, monitors. It's always good to get a good monitor. Like, that's what I would do before I even build my PC, is to get a good high refresh monitor. If you can't afford a 4K one, get a 1441. That's true. So that's what I always tell people, especially with the Halo products. Although sometimes the Halo products can be a disappointment, but compared to the previous generation, like the 2080 Ti was like 35% faster than the 1080 Ti. Not a great increase. The 3090 was a 35% increase over the 2080 Ti. Good, but not great. But the 4090 compared to the 3090 was like, whoa. That was a big gap. The 4090 was my best investment yet. I mean, out of all three of those cards. But I'm still rocking the 2080 in one of my old gaming PCs, and I'm using my 3090 also in one of my gaming PCs. So, both cards do well. The 2080 Ti is still a good 1080p high refresh, 1440p 60 frames per second plus card. You know what I mean? They're still good. You know, so what the 2080 Ti came out in 2018. Yeah, so that's still 6-year-old card, 7-year-old card. It's still very relevant today. All right, peace, guys. Take care. Bye.